Hey, what to do, everybody? It's your boy OG from Where There's Smoke. Wanted to go ahead and go live and do some of these Nick Shirley videos that I've just had sitting for a while that I've been meaning to react to. Kind of want to. He has several that I want to react to and try to get up to date to a certain point. If not, that's cool. But anyway, just thought I'd go ahead and react to a couple of his videos. I've been meaning to get to him for a while. And as always, I'm going to check the audio and video, and then we'll get right into it. So give me a second and we'll get to it.
It's that Centex boys, and we're out here, and we got something to say. Man, what the fuck is going on with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Another day. Another day I gotta go ahead and do something I wanna do. Ain't no one wanna do it for me. This world can be so lonely. To the top, looking back at all the lives that were lost on the way. Another day, just to pray, forget the pain. What the fuck is up with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Is it even Sunday? Jesus saves. Thank God I'm blessed to see another day. I gotta go ahead and do something I wanna do. Ain't no one wanna do it for me. This world can be so lonely. To the top, looking back at all the lives that were lost on the way. Another day, just to pray, forget the pain. What the fuck is up with the world nowadays? People going crazy over little things. Is it even Sunday? Jesus saves. Thank God I'm blessed to see another day. Never know when you're gonna lose your life someday. There's a price to be paid, wayward than gold. Evilness wanna take your soul. Wake up when you're gonna wake up. The finger is pointing too close to home. Always attacking when alone. Even started taking our phones just to pray, forget the pain. What the fuck is up with the world?
Instagram views, he needed YouTube views, he has a history of paying people off to get his way and to make things go in his favor. He needed some Instagram views, he needed YouTube views, he needed views, that's it. No one will touch him. That's my David.
I think he won an election with that, period. Okay.
Here's what you're gonna do. Use this app.
Of paying people off to get his way.
He won an election about it.
That no one tried to stop.
I think it's an inside job for sure.
Do you think Donald Trump's assassination was?
He needed views, that's it. No one will touch him. That's my David.
I think he won an election with that, period.
Okay. I think it's an inside job for sure.
Do you think Donald Trump's assassination was an inside job?
I'm not too sure, but something fishy going on for sure.
What do you think the most fishy thing is about it?
That no one tried to stop the guy, even though people were calling out, like saying to someone on the roof.
Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah. We have people that should not be here. Take a look at what happened.
On July 13th, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and today I'm here in Las Vegas, and we're going to be asking people if they believe the assassination attempt was an inside job. And as I conduct these interviews, I'm going to be bringing up certain points of views that I've seen on the internet and other information that I've seen that leads people to believe that this potentially was an inside job, such as why didn't they stop the shooter if they knew he was out and about hours before the event started. With everything that you guys have seen on the news with the attempted assassination with Donald Trump, what are you guys thinking?
Donald Trump. Oh, that's how I feel. I feel like they need to do some better aim.
Really?
This generation, they so trifling and lazy. Like, why did you do that if you weren't going ahead?
Donald Trump.
Sorry, and I don't wish death on
because
anybody.
I don't wish death on anybody, but he's terrible. He's not a great leader. He is he's a narcissist. He promotes hate, and then when hate comes to him, now he want to act offended. But you promoted it on January 6th. Remember that.
So do you guys
and
stay
then
back
they put
here?
all of this effort into this man that's bringing hate. But where is the outrage about these kids? And now you've out these shooting. Like what? Hello, these innocent babies.
Yeah.
Talking about grabbing by the pussies, baby. You grab me by the pussy, that's gonna be the last pussy you grab.
And we've heard a couple people say that they believe that Donald Trump incited this on himself and that it was an inside job by him, and other people say it's an inside job on the other side.
I agree. He paid that woman off. He had the money to do it. Why not?
But we're not talking about the We're talking about the shooting.
We're talking about the shooting.
So do you think
what I'm saying is he has a history of paying people off to get his way and to make things go in his favor. So this is definitely going in his favor. I've never in my life seen of, even on TV, somebody getting shot out and they jump up and throw their fist in the air.
I would say it raises some red flags.
And remember these ladies, because towards the end of this video, I'll be coming back to them to hear more of what they had to say. Do you think the assassination was an inside job?
Oh, yeah. My buddy right here. Hey, come on. Express yourself.
No, it was.
Hey, Donald Trump, that's my nigga.
An inside job. How are they going to have people that are shorter than him to guard him?
Yeah, do you think women should be able to be Secret Service?
I don't know. You saw that woman, she couldn't even put her gun in her holster, man.
What do you think was an inside job?
Maybe, but I don't want to believe it.
One more time.
To guard him.
Yeah, do you think women should be able to be Secret Service?
I don't know. You saw that woman, she couldn't even put her gun in her holster, man.
What do you think was an inside job?
That was terrible.
Maybe, but I don't want to believe it. It's better for the country. I think he won the election with that, period.
Okay, but do you think it was an inside job?
I think it was too easy for the guy to climb up there. And
if it was an inside job and it was that terrible and that easy, how come the people that support Trump aren't like wanting him to say that? And I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, how come Trump is not saying it was an inside job? He's just acting like it was the greatest miracle ever. He's just like going with the fraudulence. Like, a lot of people that are starting to catch on to what's going wrong and starting to wake up and starting to come around to more of the truth, who are still maybe hoping in Trump at this point, but are more on the truthful side. I would urge you to ask yourself, why is he just this? There's a million things that smell about these assassination attempts. How come Trump is not pushing on those things and like talking about those things? He just acting like they're just regular assassination attempts. He's just like going with the official story and saying like, God saved me, especially about like the first one. So if they are conspiracy of any kind, or they do seem like a setup, or like someone's making it happen, how come Trump's not calling that out if he's like a rebel and he's against the system and everything? I'd just really be curious about what people that support Trump still would have to say about that.
And like, he has all the protection and stuff, and no one to notice that.
And do you think the assassination helped Donald Trump in the election?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you got people switching from blue to red now. You got Democrats switching for there, everything. So I think he won it. I don't know if it was inside job and it was outside, but I think he won it with that.
And what do you think about the comment Joe Biden made a couple days, about a week before, saying that he wants to put Trump in bullseye?
That's ironic now, right? He was the bullseye, they missed. That's all I can say.
And if I told you the shooter was walking around the site a few hours before and nobody stopped him, would you believe me?
I probably would believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
And why don't you think Secret Service stopped the guy?
They probably got the same hatred that he had for, that he had for Donald Trump.
So you think it could have been an inside job?
Coulda. I don't know.
Do you think the assassination attempt on Donald Trump was an inside job?
Man, to be honest, I ain't even gonna lie. That kind of threw me off right there, because that was unexpected for Trump to even get shot at like that. But I don't know, it probably was an inside job. I think it probably was an inside job. Somebody probably got paid to try to kill him.
If I told you that there was a woman behind Donald Trump, after the shots were fired, she didn't duck. Instead, she stood.
I mean, someone getting paid to kill him is not what an inside job means, but
stood up and she started filming. And then it comes out now that she works for the FBI. Would you believe me?
I kind of would believe you. I would believe you.
And how do you think that's even possible?
Man, you can't put that past nobody.
Say you're a Secret Service agent and you see a ladder on the side of a building, what would you do?
Climb that ladder to see who walked up, because I already know something happened.
What do you guys think about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
Honestly, I think it was staged.
I totally agree.
I don't think it was real.
And so do you think Trump staged the assassination?
If you've ever dreamed of owning an...
Well, that was a terrible time for an ad.
Himself?
I think so, yeah.
What do you guys think about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
Honestly, I think it was staged.
I don't think it was real.
And so do you think Trump staged the assassination on himself?
I think so, yeah. I think it's his camp, his people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a team thing.
On what team? Trump or Biden?
No, Trump's team, yeah.
Okay, so you guys think Donald Trump planned his own assassination?
I don't think it was a real assassination. I think it was like you ever watched a movie and you know how like if they get shot they have blood pellets? You know how you could bite the blood pellet and I think it was one of those type of deals.
Oh, really? So you think there's something in his mouth that he bit as soon as the gun went off and then his ear started bleeding?
Because I think if he would have got hit with a 50 caliber sniper, then his ear would have been gone. Not like grazed.
And what do you think about the assassinator, the attempted assassinator, being in commercials such as BlackRock?
BlackRock and Vanguard, they're the worst.
Yeah,
I could go on and on. You don't want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
a lot of dirty money there.
Do you think Secret Service could have stopped the assassination from happening?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Secret Service is supposed to canvass the whole area about a mile out. And then there's some guy that shows up on a water tower. You see him come up just before the shooting, and then all of a sudden he's disappearing again. So that could have been a second shooter there.
The water tower, that's not talked about very often, that there's also potentially another person on the water tower.
Yeah, it looked like there was, because if you look at the way Trump was shot, the splatter will go this way. If he was shot from behind, the splatter would go this way, which it was, and the water tower was behind him.
And what do you think the probability of Donald Trump turning his head right at that moment to avoid that shot?
I think that's
like a Kennedy second shooter situation.
No one will touch him. That's my David. You know, like David and Goliath?
Yeah.
No one's going to touch my David, God said. He will get in there.
Do you believe divine intervention happened at that moment where Donald Trump turned his head?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
If you look at the flag that was hanging up there,
Angel.
The way it twisted, it looked like an angel up there. I think God definitely had a hand in it.
Do you think this assassination attempt is going to help Donald Trump win the election?
Yes, but I don't think it's going to be the last one. I don't think it's going to be the last attempt.
But the thing of it is, the one that's taking all the glory is God, not Trump. You got to understand that. God's putting him in to get things done. But God is glory. And he said, you will know it, that it is him. Something really big's going to happen.
So do you think there will be something even bigger than this assassination?
Like a Red Sea moment, the Exodus.
I think the closer we get to the election, worse things are going to happen.
Yeah, because the elites are going to try to cut us down.
They know they're losing.
They're going to lock us down again and everything with this crap. I don't believe we didn't get the COVID shot.
And after talking to so many people and hearing so many different opinions, and there's still more stuff I need to show you guys in this video about what happened at the assassination attempt. And I'm not sure if you guys feel the same as me, but I feel like something even bigger might be happening. Our God-given rights could be up for the grabs in these coming months. And to make it even worse, the people that have sworn to defend yours and mine freedoms, they're the ones that are talking about changing our gun laws, changing plans for parents in schools. A lot of weird stuff is happening. However, there are a few things that nobody can take away from you, such as your peace of mind and your self-reliance. And there's nobody better than my on that roof because it was too slanted. Do you think that's a valid excuse?
No.
I do agree with, before he got into a promo, I do agree with the initial message of no one can take away your peace of mind, and more than that, your connection to God. In whatever way you see that, getting closer to the Creator and being more peaceful and more truthful and more loving. No one can take that away from you, and that's the most powerful thing. I was having a conversation at lunch today amongst some friends and family, and I kind of echoed that point. Like, you know, we were just talking about a lot of politics and things going on in the world today, and we were saying, you know, this politician does this, and this policeman does this, and blah, 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 here, this, and this. And I was saying, you know, cops, we were talking about, like, there's so many risks with, like, these Venezuelan gangs and immigration, supposedly, and, like, there was this movement to defund the police, so not that, and people are not as in favor of cops like they were years, you know, way back, if ever. And so we were saying, like, cops just feel like they don't have an incentive to do their job as much. And then they were also saying, like, we were talking about politicians maybe doing their job and doing a good job. And I was just I brought up the point of it's all just a job to these people. So just like with electricians and plumbers and carpenters and everything you see out in society, dentist people and bankers and lawyers, we all know that there's people that aren't good at in all these different jobs, and there's people that are crooked at all these different jobs. But when it comes to these other jobs, I mean, we know that too, but I guess what I'm getting at is if you, to a lot of people, their job is just that. It's just a job, and they think, oh, fuck it, it's just my job, I don't really care. But I was telling everyone that was at this lunch today, my friends and family, everybody kind of has to want to individually do the right thing to make things go good and better in society. You have to individually want to do the right thing, or else you're just going to see what you're doing as just a job, and you're like, oh, well, just fuck it. And like the worse and worse the world gets, you're just going to kind of slide with that worse and worse vibe. and you're just going to be doing your job and saying, oh, fuck it, like it's just a job. But you have to want to do the right thing at all times. Even if you're just at your job, you got to want to do the right thing, or the world's going to become just a complete shithole. So anyway,
no, oh God, no.
Let me start this interview over after I have my little spiel.
Why people may think this is an inside job. One of the main ladies there at Secret Service said that they didn't put anybody on that roof because it was too slanted. Do you think that's a valid excuse?
No, oh God, no. Anybody can go on any roof.
That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof.
The snipers on the other side behind Donald Trump, they spotted the shooter about 2 minutes before he started shooting.
What kind of roof were they on? Boy, that looks like a sloped roof.
Do you think they stopped and shooted him before?
Because they wanted to see if the shooter would have shot first.
What do you guys think about the attempted assassination on Donald Trump?
Oh my God. I think it's an inside job for sure.
Mm-hmm. What makes you think that so?
Because there's no way that the Secret Service had eyes on him for 3 minutes and didn't shoot him.
And why do you think they didn't shoot him?
Because it's an inside job. There's something going on. I think the government lies to us about all kind of shit.
And say you were a Secret Service agent and you saw a man walking around the perimeter with a rangefinder a few hours before the event. What would you have done?
I probably would have alerted somebody because that's not normal.
I think they're definitely in on it, and Biden, that's what I think.
What do you guys think about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
It was fake.
What do you guys say? You said it's fake. Why do you think it's fake?
I don't know, man. If you're gonna snipe somebody, snipe.
It's a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, serious mishap by the Secret Service.
How do you think they allowed that to happen?
Incompetency.
Why don't you think they responded earlier when they saw him with a rangefinder at the event?
Lack of communications, again, incompetency. You put your trust there, but once the word came out, it should have ended everything.
Do you think they should have took Donald Trump off the stage before it even happened?
Yep. Yeah.
Who would you say is to blame for what happened?
It's the Secret Service.
I mean, it's dangerous once you become a president. Like this gonna happen.
There's so many areas where they drop the ball, you have to think this was meant to happen. You have to think that.
Yeah, you got people that try to kill you because
he
of your
was
plan.
seen so many times beforehand. He was spotted with a rangefinder. How do we even know that? All this stuff is so wrong. I covered in a video months ago when it happened, but it even said again here in this video they saw him at least 42 seconds before. There's just so much wrong with this. If there was a suspect, they knew there was a suspect person within the minutes leading up, Trump should have never even went out on the stage.
As a president.
Do you think it was preventable?
Yeah, but then again, it's like the hitman, they always got something planning on, and they'll find like a hidden spot where no security guards will find them.
Even if it's on the top of a roof, 150 yards away from Donald Trump?
Yeah, it could be like 30 feet, it could be like 40 feet across from over there type. And I like how Donald Trump just stood his ground.
What do you think about Donald Trump when he stood up and he said, fight, fight, fight?
He got balls.
Did that let you not know it was fake as F? Like, what if there was a second assassin somewhere waiting? I want to see this. Never mind. I skipped it.
I'm a president. Like this gonna happen. You got people that try to kill you. Guards will find them.
Even if it's on the top of a roof. 100.
Okay, Trump stage, counter sniper teams. Interesting.
50 yards away from Donald Trump?
Yeah, it could be like 30 feet, it could be like 40 feet across from over there type. And I like how Donald Trump just stood his ground.
What do you think about Donald Trump when he stood up and he said, fight, fight, fight?
I thought this is fake as F.
He got balls.
It could have been prevented, I think. It don't matter if you're against Trump or with Trump. I feel like that whole situation could have been prevented.
To be honest, that shit was all staged, brother. That shit was bullshit, man.
That shit was all staged, brother. Oh, man, you cannot tell me this G does not smoke. One more time.
You're against Trump or with Trump, I feel like that whole situation could have been prevented.
To be honest, that shit was all staged, brother. That shit was bullshit, man.
He missed. That's all that matters.
Bro, if he had a scope, he would have put a bullet in that motherfucker's head, right? That shit was staged, bro.
Who do you think staged it?
Some white motherfucker. I don't know. Some motherfucker.
You think somebody from Donald Trump's side or somebody?
Donald Trump's side.
Of course, it's got to. It was staged. Like it had to do with his team.
He needed some Instagram views. He needed YouTube views. He needed views. That's it.
What you guys think?
Yeah, I think that Donald Trump moved his head at a perfectly right moment, and maybe there was a little bit of divine intervention involved right there with him looking away and only getting a clip of his ear. But you guys are coming from the perspective that Donald Trump planned to be hit right in the ear.
Exactly, man. Maybe. That shit staged, brother. I don't know what else can I tell you.
Because he's not doing it as big as it should be. Like, I think if it was a real attempt, it would have been bigger than it was.
And how would it have been bigger? In what ways?
Like more news, more drama.
Like John F. Kennedy.
But he's like whatever. Like he doesn't care.
What do you think about Donald Trump getting shot, and then right after he gets shot, he stands up on his feet and says, "Fight, fight, fight"?
It's staged. He expected it.
Or do you just think that shows the tenacity of a man that's willing to fight?
Yep. I mean, Martin Luther King. The person that wanted to kill him, killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So if they really wanted to kill Trump, they would have killed his ass. Because that shit was so close. Could have been a little more.
So you think?
I feel like there would have been a second shooter if they really wanted him dead. Security was that terrible. Yeah, right. I feel like there would have been a second. I mean, man, I don't know.
I think they planned.
Sounds
So
like
you guys are
bullshit.
trying. So
I feel like they did it just for them to feel bad for him and for him
I can't believe the guy barely missed his head, and then with all the other shots, missed him completely. You know what I mean?
to get more votes. That's what I think.
Ma'am, do you think from 150 yards away, that shooter could have been like, I want to just clip the tip of his ear?
Or maybe
No, but he could have shot off blanks that weren't even bullets, and then Trump could have went down, they applied the little blood, he pops up, fight, fight, fight. His life was never in danger. How hard is that to think that could have happened? Okay, whether or not whatever happened, what I'm saying is not impossible that could have happened. Like, when I'm saying that the guy just shot blanks, Trump went down, put a little blood, something on his ear, pops up, goes fight, 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 that is super likely that could have happened. If we're saying probability, what is more likely in real life to have happened? What I'm proposing is more likely to happen, because the chances of someone shooting the air, that's why they have to say God intervened. Trump turned his head just at the right second and it missed his whole head and only touched his ear, and it was God. You have to say God did it. That's how low the chances of it really actually happening the way y'all think it happened are. You think God was involved, because the chances of that really happening naturally are so low. The chances of what I'm saying acting out, the odds would not come into play. It's easy to shoot blanks off and then put blood on your ear. There's no chance or risk of you missing the ear, head, all that kind of shit. So it's like, just the fact that you say God had to intervene shows you that's super unlikely that really happened. So what do you think was more likely that actually really happened? You say the security was so terrible that it's unbelievable. They saw this guy beforehand. It's a miracle that it missed him. It's like, what the fuck do you think? I mean, come on, bro. This is not a movie. This isn't Star Wars. This is real life. Like, man, it's hard to believe that. It's hard to believe what people believe.
maybe he just wanted to scare him.
What do you think about the attempted assassination on Donald Trump?
I can't answer
Hey, we got some grade A thoughts coming from this thought, I could bet.
that.
Wait, why can't you answer?
As a woman of color, I can't answer that.
Yeah, because you're dumb as fuck.
I'm interested in your response that you said you can't say anything because you're a woman of color. And why do you believe so?
Trump don't like us. That's why.
Okay. And what did you think when Donald Trump stood up after he had just been shot?
He just wanted the black vote. Stop playing with us. He wanted the black votes.
So you think right after he got shot, the first thing that went to his mind was, I want the black vote. Let's say fight, fight, fight.
My dude like attention.
What do you have to say about the people that said the assassination was false? That was a setup.
There are morons.
So what do you think happened?
I think the deep state set up Trump to be killed.
And why do you think they would want to kill Donald Trump?
Because he, once in office, will do a negotiated settlement with Russia and the Ukraine, and the deep state loves their money laundering operations, and they're not happy about that.
We have moved off the Strip, and now we're at Trump International. A lot of you on the Strip are saying that Donald Trump did the inside hit on himself. So now we're here at the Trump Hotel to see what people are saying on the Donald Trump side of things, to see if really Donald Trump did the inside hit on himself, or if it was so-called the deep state, Democrats, potentially even Joe Biden. Nobody knows. So we're gonna go talk to these people here and see what they have to say. And so we've been talking to a lot of people. Now we're here inside Trump Towers. And do you think Donald Trump set up his own assassination?
No, I don't.
And why do you think people would potentially say that Donald Trump set up his own assassination?
Well, first off, I don't think he would, because like if you guys look at the video of him turning, like that's a really close call. That was like a quarter inch away from his head. I don't think someone can do that.
What do you think about what happened with the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
I mean, it's a setup, 100%.
And a lot of people have been saying that we've talked to in this video have said it's a setup on Donald Trump's part. Obviously, you don't think it was that way. What would be your defense saying that it wasn't a setup on Donald Trump's part?
Well, I mean, look at the FBI, the CIA. Look at JFK assassination attempt, right? I mean, this is the exact same thing that's happening now. I mean, there's a second shooter that nobody's talking about on the water tower. You had the guy.
Why isn't Trump talking about that?
On the so-called slope. So the Secret Service agent that had him on the target was there for at least several minutes. Had him in the scope. Why didn't he pull the trigger?
Why do you think he didn't pull the trigger?
Why didn't Trump call that guy out?
They were looking at him for the video shows that they were looking at for about 2 minutes.
Because the higher-ups said don't pull the trigger.
And why would the higher-ups want to take out Donald Trump?
It's a deep state. It's a globalist. It's elitist. 100%. We all know
If
that.
there is a deep state or someone that's running the show right now, and it's not Kamala, it's not Joe Biden, and there's a deep state that nobody, and it's not the Congress and Senate, there's a deep state that we can't see that's running the fucking show. What good would it do for Trump to get in there if the deep state's still going to be running the fucking show and the globalists are still going to be there and the elitists? If there's the deep state and then someone above them and then the globalists and then and whoever, there's 2 or 3 groups above whoever's the deep state. If Trump gets in, he's still going to be several levels under whoever is really in control at the very top. So what the fuck is the point? Like, if you don't believe our government works the way they tell you and you think it's all a ruse and there's a deep state, then what the fuck good? And most people that vote for Trump, or a good portion of them, believe this. So it's like you're pissing your vote away. And you're co-signing something that's evil, because everyone that votes will admit it's a lesser of 2 evils. Y'all are all just condoning evil. So that's dumb. Like, I just don't get it at this point. Everyone just wants to, like, keep believing in this trash. Like, it's like they know it's a lie, but they don't want to get rid of it. I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. And look at this guy. He thinks Trump's a fucking superhero. He's wearing this shirt is like a superhero shirt or something. Someone you like fucking idolize, or like something like a little kid would wear. You know what I mean? Like Trump, he's all big right next to the American flag, and he's got some like one nation under God. Like, he's just trying to play up Trump like he's some huge fucking superhero. It's just like, bro, I don't care about Trump, but he's not it. I'm telling y'all.
Some people watching this video might not know what deep state means. What do you refer when you say deep state?
It's all about their globalist agenda. And Donald Trump is in the way of their agenda. New world order, one world government. Period. And here's my whole thing. I've been to Trump rallies.
If you really know about the globalist agenda and the New World Order, do you think they're going to let one measly motherfucker stand in their way? Do you know who they've killed and fucked and raped and just destroyed and they do what they want? You think they're going to let one fatty in their way, dude? Get real. Get real. These people that you believe run the world, the globalists, you think they're going to let one person stand in their way? How long? I'm sure we could agree they've been doing this for years and years and hundreds of years. Do you think they're going to let one fat pig from New York stand in their way? It's just unbelievable what these people believe at the same time. Conflicting ideas. Bro, get real. Trump, he's in their way. He's a superhero. It's like he's friggin' Jesus.
Before, by the way. Why wasn't...
I feel like I'm Alex Jones over here. But it's like, come on, people. Get real, brother.
Sniper, a Secret Service sniper on top of that building 150 yards away. I call bullshit.
People were even warning up to 2 minutes before that there's somebody on the roof.
On top of one world government, period. And here's my whole thing. I've been to Trump rallies before, by the way. Why wasn't a sniper, a Secret Service sniper, on top of that building 150 yards away? I call bullshit.
Why is Trump okay with that too, though? Come on, bro. There's so many red flags that Trump is not calling out about this. He's just going with it and saying it was a miracle. Like, what about all the things that are like red flags and smell like shit? Do not pass the smell test. All these things this guy's pointing out and other people have pointed out. I mean, the whole fucking video. Come on, bro.
People were even warning up to 2 minutes before that there's somebody on the roof and nobody ever came.
Yeah, how about the guy in the water tower? There was a second shooter.
So you believe there's a second shooter that was also there?
Absolutely.
They also found bombs inside the car of the shooter, and there's a detonator with him. Do you think there is more to be planned out if that shooter was not killed?
Sure, absolutely.
And now remember these girls from the start of this video? Well, they even had more to say about the assassination attempt. Coming from a different side point of view, because you guys obviously come from the side of a view of a, would you say Democrat? Would you say so? I'm gonna come from the side of a Republican. Some people are saying that Secret Service, they didn't do their job. They didn't even go up to that roof, and they said that roof was too dangerous. And why do you think they wouldn't put somebody up on that roof?
Was it Secret Service, or was it the officers that they said they went up and they saw him up there and retreated? Was that Secret Service, or was it the officers of Pennsylvania?
That was the police officer that went up there and saw them, saw the guy up there. But at the end of the day, Secret Service never put a guy on top of that building that was only 150 yards away and had a clear shot on Donald Trump. So
my thought is, it's 2024. We haven't had an assassination attempt, I don't even know how long. But why was that area not surveyed? Like, how did that even happen? That's another thing that makes me think it was an inside job, because there's no way you could have got that close to make a shot like that in a crowd like that. You knew he was coming. You prepare for these things.
So you guys are coming from the point of view that Donald Trump left that building open, and other people are saying that the left left that building open so they could get the shot on Donald Trump.
How is the left is going to leave that building open and the left wasn't there?
It was the Republicans' job to protect their own. They are the one having that.
Yeah, that's a great perspective. Well, thank you guys so much. That is the end of this video. Please give it a like.
Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know this is a little bit of old news, but you know, it's still within this election cycle, within the last 3 or 4 months. You know, the election coming up within probably about 2 weeks ish. Let me see. 1, 2, yeah, 2 weeks and like 3 days. So a little over 2 weeks till the election. And there was just a third assassination attempt that was snuffed out quite early that I might talk about here pretty soon at Coachella. But you know, this is a little bit old, but still pretty relevant with the election coming to a head here. And you know, everyone's pretty eager to see what's going to happen, and the economy is kind of holding its breath until the election. So I'm ready for the election to happen. Everyone can, you know, get back to work and stop worrying. And but anyway, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the first assassination attempt, what y'all think about these people's views. And I'm probably gonna have some more Nick Shirley videos coming up, and then I'm gonna have some other videos just covering other topics that are breaking news and stuff going on. So until next time, that's LOG from Where There's Smoke. See y'all soon. I'm out.